Okay, hello. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit more with the latest v2.12 update from the depths. Today I'm going to be showing you how to or how stacking two turrets could be useful. I've designed an advanced cannon here, which is, well, just a basic advanced cannon. It's got nothing actually attached to it. It's just the design, just to basically put something together so you can see the demo. So I'm going to convert this into a dual turreted system, and you can see why very shortly. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to replicate this behind it. I'm going to put it about here. So let's get a new object. We need ourselves a one-axis turret, sorry. Let's disconnect that turret that I've got further up. Okay, so we've got our one-axis turret, and I currently have two of these. I'm actually only going to put. No, actually, I'm not going to put one of them. I'm going to put another turret directly on the top of this, and the turret I'm going to put directly on the top of this is actually the elevation-only turret, like so. So now we have just an elevation-only turret. So I'm going to copy the rest of the design from there. So this is basically one block replaced. Okay. So we've got that. We've got that. Two of those. One, two. Two of those behind. One, two. Do a split. One of them. One of them. Split on both sides. Done. Let's grab the thing in the middle, which is the autoloader. Stick that on the bottom, like so. Now grab a ammo thingy. One, two, and just for authenticity, let's add the ammo feeders on the back. There we go. Okay, so I've now completed it. We now have it built onto two turrets, and I'm now going to demonstrate why. So hopefully, no, I don't have it. Typical. So let's come out of that and build mode and go to my bloke. Let's get him out of the chair and take him up to the gun. So now you can see suddenly we don't actually have much of a limit when it comes to pointing this gun in different directions. In fact, we now have a much higher range in height. Look at that. Look at that for height. You couldn't get that. You can shoot stuff out of the sky with this now with this particular thing, and it's on a rotational turret. And let's see how far down it can point. Look at that, all the way down. So pretty much, this has pretty much got a 360-degree range in all directions, and that is without a mantlet. So you technically don't even need a mantlet anymore. This thing will just turn. Perfect. And because it's rotating on the top part, which is separate from the lower rotating part, the lower rotating part can have a body that goes around with it, and the top half can have an open section, so you can actually limit the height that your gun goes to. So you can armour it pretty well too, especially having a bottom section that could be rotated separate from the gun, because you can protect your spinner a lot more easily, and have it at a much higher height. So, for example, actually closer to the deck, rather than literally at the bottom of the boat with huge poles sticking up. It also does mean that footprints can be a bit smaller for these particular designs too. You don't need something quite as big anymore. I hope this has helped with the twin plus turrets. I'm going to do something a little bit more, just to expand on this a tiny bit further. So we've currently got two turrets, two axis turrets, should I say, attached. I'm going to add another one. Now there's a good reason for this. This one is going to be a one-axis turret, and I'm going to just stick it on top of the back here like that. So I'm going to stick, where is it? Be under, that'll be under here somewhere. Detection equipment, coincidence rangefinder. Let's just stick that one on there just because we can. Okay, and we stick that on there like that. I can never remember which way's forward and which way's backwards, to be fair. But basically, now we've got that on there, that can be spun round separately to the rest of the gun turret system, which means that you can actually detect things in any particular direction. With the AI could potentially turn that separately to the gun itself and potentially detect a vehicle for another gun to be able to shoot at without having to do anything. I'm not saying this is a good idea or a bad idea, but it's just something you could do as an extra, a rotatable bit on the top. Obviously there are other features you can add. You could add a secondary weapon on there, for example. So for example, if I just get rid of that for a moment, go back into was it new object, 2-axis, no, 1-axis turret again. Okay, there we go, we're on it. Okay, I'm going to stick one there, and I'm going to go new object, and I'm going to get another 1-axis turret, come out, go back in, put it on there like that. And if I go, I'm just going to do simple for the moment, just for a demo purpose. Let's grab the auto cannons, stick that one on there, and that one on there. So now we have independently turning autocannons, which can potentially be firing on your opponent quicker than the gun itself. So obviously when you've got a large amount of armor on this thing, the turn speed dramatically slows down. So you might want to have something that can turn a bit faster and get the job done a bit quicker, literally sitting on the top. Obviously the same thing applies again. You could potentially add another elevation turret on there, just to obviously give them 360-degree sort of movement, but that then can potentially give you other issues. Yeah, so there we go, a multi-turreted, I don't suppose turret's the right word, a multi-axis, what are they actually called? They are called, no, I suppose they're both axis turrets, multi-axis turret, utilising 2 different types of turret in this particular case, but obviously there are more available, more different types that you can use together. I will be trying something out with pistons. I've got a piston set up on this vehicle. I'm going to set up for a separate video because I've got some piston experiments I want to try, and I'm going to be trying something interesting with turrets with pistons on my next video. So look out for that, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the creation, or the, well, whatever this thing is, design of this terrible little turret thing that can go in multiple directions.